Hello everyone, I hope you're well and welcome back to another me sorting out my bookshelves. So I have here my Christmas cactus and I just want to show you her because she is so gorgeous. I've had her for years now and look at how she's blooming. Look at this flower. So beautiful, and look at how many buds I've got. The first year I had her, she didn't have this many buds, but every year she gets better and better, like more and more little flowers all over her. This one will be coming out soon. She normally blooms around Christmas time and then again in February, and then she just looks beautiful even without her buds. So I just wanted to show appreciation for my gorgeous Christmas cactus before I began. So look at the colour though, how bright that is. So beautiful. So let's get into the books. I think I have shown you all of these here. These are all books that I absolutely adore. And then on the next shelf, I just filled in some gaps. So I'm going to take them out and we'll have a proper look at all this stuff. So I think I got up to The Graduate, which is a book I absolutely adore. This side we've got Girl Interrupted, adore it. We've got Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day, fantastic book. We Need to Talk About Kevin by Lionel Shriver. I thought this was almost too long a book. It could have done with being a little bit shorter for me personally, but I still absolutely adored it. So I think I need to give this another reread. And Lionel Shriver is so intelligent in interviews and everything. She's a really interesting person. So now, let's sort through some of this. So this is a graphic novel. It's called Persepolis, and this is a true story about the author's time living in Iran. It's really about the changing shape of Iran, so from her childhood to what it became, and it is such a fantastic graphic novel. I'll show you the style. So it's in black and white, and it's so funny. Everything to do with her family is really funny. I've read another book from this author. It's another graphic novel and it's called Embroideries, and it's again a fantastic graphic novel. Cannot recommend it enough. Love this. So I'm going to put this on my reread shelf because I really love that. I then have Unrequited Love. I didn't really enjoy that book. I have The Cat Ate My Gym Suit. I think I enjoyed this. This was okay. Sophie Divry's The Library of Unrequited Love, this was originally published in French, and it's about this woman she's a librarian, and there's this man that comes into the library and she's basically in love with him even though she doesn't know him. Sophie Divry, I have another book from her that I haven't read, which is a retelling of Madame Bovary, and I think it's a modern day retelling of the book, which will be interesting. But I did enjoy this. I thought that was nice. This is a fantastic play. It's called Leave of Absence, and I don't want to say too much, but it's about a girl in a religious town. That's what I'm going to say about it, but I thought it was fantastic. I have a true crime book. Diane Fanning writes a lot of true crime books. This is Mummy's Little Girl, and it's about Casey Anthony, and it just goes through the whole entire Casey Anthony case. It's quite a thick book, and it goes through the timeline of what happened with her daughter and then Diane's own kind of theories on the case. I really thought this was a really great book. I might put that on my reread. I thought it was really well laid out because it can be quite a confusing case, but that was done really well. Goth Girl, this is a cute little book. This is a franchise, it's like a series, but I really got it for Chris Riddell's illustrations because I love them. Chris Riddell also illustrates a lot of Neil Gaiman's work. I just love his illustrations. This is a cute children's book. Elle and Granny Mac, nice little book. Another cute book, Hubble Bubble, The Glorious Granny Bake Off. I love these really cute children's books. They've got like sweet little illustrations in them. I think they're really nice. I'm Mary Higgins Clark, Where Are the Children? Well, this is the first review of a book I ever done on my channel, and I really enjoy it. And I also really like a lot of Mary Higgins Clark's books. They're like thrillers, and they're turned into made-for-TV films, and I love them. I love them so much, the films. So I'm gonna put that there because I like that. This is a great book. This is called One Last Goodbye, and this is a true story about a mother talking about her daughter who had ME. Really fantastic book. I then have, these are Lesley Ann Ivory. So I'm just going to put all these books, are great books, but I'm not going to reread them. So I'm just going to pop them in here because I'm not going to reread them. So here is the glorious Lesley Ann Ivory, who illustrates books about cats. So the illustrations, I'll show you the layout. So there'll be a picture that she did of a cat, absolutely beautiful, and then on this one she has works from famous authors about cats. So this one is Glorious Cats. Lesley Ann Ivory, a lot of her stuff is on bags, it's on plates, it's collectible. People love her work and it's all to do with cats, and it is so beautiful. And the detail, like look at the detail of this wallpaper, look at the detail on that cat. Beautiful. I got Christmas Cats first, and then I was like, I've got to track down another book, and I managed to get this book online. So she'll have a picture of a cat, and then next to it, this is from James Stephens, there's a poem about a cat, here's a passage about a cat. Gorgeous. Really, these books make me so happy. And Christmas Cats is just mad. Now this is cats that Lesley knows, so we're getting personal with the cats. Also, this has been a gift, so to Nanny Laura from David and Michael, and Nanny Laura just gave this to a charity shop. She didn't even care. But Christmas Cats, this is when we get into it. Now, there's a passage, so there'll be a picture of a cat. So there's a kitten in a bag, nice. And then she'll have, so John Clare the Robin, so a passage that's something to do with Christmas, because this is a Christmas book. But my favourite bit is she has these passages as to who the cats are. So these are cats that she knows in her personal life. Some of them are just like a neighbour's cat, a friend's cat, and then she'll tell you a bit about the cat, and she writes like a funny little witty thing to talk about the cat and what the cat's doing in the picture. And I just absolutely love it. And it's got the cat's name, Agnathina with the apple, because it's a cat with an apple. And I love, let me give you a flick through of this. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, I love this one so much. Oh my god. See, look how elaborate that is as well. How beautiful. Oh, I could do a whole video on her. And the peacocks in the wallpaper. Gorgeous. And then she'll talk about the cat. So this cat has her back to the cityscape of St. Albans with its Christmas illumination. She stares into the warm room and watches her family enjoy Christmas. A Christmas tree ball has been created with a portrait on her. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Whoa. Look how amazing that is. She is very proud. The ball and her beauty were my inspiration for this Christmas design. Oh, I need to reread this again. It just makes me happy. It just brings such a smile to my face. So both of these books need to be on my reread because they just make me very happy. Okay. We have The Merciless, which is a horror novel, a teen horror novel. I thought this was really good. I enjoyed it. So I will put it up there. We then have this book, which is about Pocahontas' life. This is the story of Pocahontas, non-fiction. This is written by Shirley Graham, illustrated by Mario Cooper, and it talks you through her life. I really love these beginning pages, and really just talks about the barbarism that happened to Pocahontas, how she was kidnapped and everything that happened to her. Stunning illustrations, really sad story, but I didn't know the story of Pocahontas before I read this, and I couldn't stop reading it. I thought it was so interesting, and the way it's not written like here is a list of the facts and that's it. The story is really woven really well, reads really well. Really enjoyed this book. In here we have, I think, some graphic novels. So let's have a look. Let's go down here because I'm keeping my graphic novels in the bottom shelf here. So Daniel Clowes, Ice Haven. I did enjoy this. Daniel Clowes did Ghost World, and I absolutely adore Ghost World. I actually preferred Ghost World to that. I then have the illustrated Wine Speak. I actually got this from a church fair, and it's pretty rude to be at a church fair, to be honest with you, but it is really funny. And it's about, you know, people say like delicate bouquet, all these different things about wine tasting. Well, they've done it with funny pictures. So intense, aromatic, lots of body. And And that's the picture. Distinctive nose. And it's just a funny little wine book. Oh, I have this from a YouTuber. This is Trisha Paytas, The Stripper Diaries. She used to be a stripper, and this is her diary from when she was a stripper, and I thought it was a really interesting book. It's a very kind of sad book, but very realistic to what it's actually like. Then I have the Midas Flesh. This was okay, kind of a sci-fi book. It was alright. I wasn't that fussed by it. Miss Marvel I did enjoy, I just haven't read it on with the series. Saga Volume 1 and 2 are the only sagas that I own. I think I enjoyed 1, but then 2 I just wasn't that interested in. It's just not my thing. It's not that I don't like it, it's just personally not really for me. I then have 2 graphic novels that I really enjoyed. So it's about a girl who she's betrothed to a 12-year-old boy, 8 years her junior. 19th century Silk Road, lavish life, chronicling the story of Amir and coping with cultural differences, feelings, a new husband, all this different stuff. And it's really interesting, and that's the girl there on the front. I think this is one of the most beautiful graphic novels I have ever read for the art style. Look how beautiful and detailed it is. Really absolutely gorgeous. I have only read 2 in the series, but I would definitely read on, and also my boyfriend Dom read them and he really enjoyed them. So here I have a stack of things. Angelina's Halloween. It's about Angelina, this little mouse, Angelina Ballerina I think she's called, and it's just about her going on Halloween, and I love all things Halloween, and it's so cozy and so gorgeous. I cannot recommend this enough. I got it from a charity shop and it's just so cute. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really cute. I then have My Fair Lady because I love My Fair Lady. I love also the play it's based on, Pygmalion, and I have the My Fair Lady choral section, so it's just the music that the choral pieces of it sing. I really want to learn piano, by the way. And then I have here the full script of My Fair Lady, adapted from Bernard Shaw's Pygmalion. And I used to collect a lot of My Fair Lady stuff, and so I just have the full script. So I like both of them. Hopefully one day I will learn piano and be able to play some of the songs on the piano. I reviewed this I think quite recently, Peter Rabbit and the Pumpkin Patch. Now I thought this was Beatrix Potter. It's not. What the franchise are doing is they are just using the characters of Beatrix Potter but creating these brand new stories, and they're not even using her original illustrations, and I don't really see the point. Like, it was cute, it was nice, but I don't see the point. I just feel, why not make up your own story? Maybe this can be a whole video topic, I don't know, but they do it with Poirot as well, the character of Agatha Christie's Poirot. They have Poirots that haven't been written by Agatha Christie. Someone else, her name's Sophie Hannah, I think, has taken over and she's writing Poirot. And I just think, just write your own story. I don't really see the point of carrying it on if the author isn't involved within it. This book is Paris, and I got this from a vide-grenier in Paris, and it's just a really old book showing the architecture of Paris. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Such a lovely book. €1 I got that for. I then have Miss Marvel. This is the only volume I have, volume 1, and yeah, I thought it was good. I just didn't read on with it. I don't really read comics anymore, so that's probably why I didn't read on with it. I have Shirley Hughes' Autumn. This is a poem, so her picture books are continual poems. So you got a poem about a fire, poem about going on a walk. Really gorgeous illustrations, and that's why I got it for the art, because I really liked the illustrations within it. I actually have the whole collection of this, which I'll have to read and review on the channel at some point. I've got Michael Bond's Paddington at the Tower, just a really cute Paddington Bear book. This is the front of Frida Kahlo's journal, but I took that off because I prefer the front that's on it without that. It's a birthday card that I got. I then have Helen Sloane's Diary, which I thought was alright. It was kind of a nothingy book. I've got Louise O'Neill's Asking for It, which I had issues with that book. I wasn't a huge fan of. Pop that up there. I then have Keeping Up Appearances. This was a TV series and I absolutely adore this TV series. It doesn't run anymore, but it's about this woman who's kind of a snob, and so they made this book as a comedy book, and the book was supposed to be written by her. So the whole idea is that this character has written a book about etiquette and her own life, and it is such a funny book. If you love the series, then you have to buy this book. I got it off eBay. It's such a funny book. So let's crack into these books. So Anne Fine's Google Eyes. I thought that was a cute children's book. I love these editions. I don't know what it is about it, and I don't normally collect editions. As you know, I get any edition from a charity shop, but this is Penguin Great Loves, and they have different flowers on the front, but I think they're so beautiful. I don't know what it is. You know, something just sings to you. It's like Quentin Blake. I just love his illustrations. I don't know what it is about them. I know I just adore them. This is about a man who his wife's very beautiful, and then he gets very jealous of her, and that's all I'm going to say about it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I think I do need to give this a reread though, so I'll leave that out for a reread. This was a cute little ghost story called Ghosting. It's about a woman who her marriage breaks down and she writes books that don't really do very well, and then she decides she's going to write more edgy books, and it's about her finding love. And I did actually think this was an interesting book, but it's not a book I would reread. It was kind of like a fun chick lit book, which aren't normally books that I read. This was so harrowing. It's a children's play, and it's called The Village That Was Drowned by Phyllis Flowerdew, and it's about the village drowns and then all the animals drown, and there's like scenes when the kids are like looking at the rabbits and all the rabbits are drowning, and yeah, it's a really odd little kids play. This I enjoyed. This Melancholy Death of Oyster Boy and Other Stories by Tim Burton, and it's a collection of poems and little pictures and stuff, and if you like Tim Burton, I'd say definitely get that. So let me pop them up there. I then have, I read this I think quite recently. This is Still Lives by Maria Hummel, and this is I thought this was a really good thriller. It's about a woman works at a museum and her boyfriend is dating this artist who's very successful, and the artist is due to give an exhibition which is called Still Lives, and it's about women who have been murdered, and the artist doesn't turn up. The artist goes missing, so it's set from the point of view of the woman who works at the museum, who this artist is her boyfriend's new girlfriend. And I thought this was a really interesting thriller. I really did enjoy Still Lives. So Still Lives is a really great fast-paced thriller. I then have Laura Wilson's The Other Woman, She Wants What You Have. Again, I would say it's a really good thriller if you're into thrillers. I think actually Still Lives I might reread because I did enjoy that. So we have The Other Woman, which I thought was a good thriller. We then have some little comics that are cute. They were both just cute. I don't really have a lot to say about comics. I feel like they're difficult to review because they're such quick reads. I just like smash the books. That was what that noise was. I was like smashing it across my bookshelf there. I have Unspeakable. I don't want to say too much. Just a YA. I thought it was good. I feel like YAs can be spoiled because to me they're quite quick reads, and I feel like they get to the plot really quickly, as other books like literary fiction takes a lot longer to get to the plot. They get to the plot really quick, so I'm not going to say too much about it, but I remember reading it and I remember enjoying it. These books I read ages ago. Kiss Me, Kill Me by Lauren Henderson, again a YA that I thought was okay. Brood is a horror novel. I thought this was alright. You know, these weren't books that thrilled me. They were just okay reads, which sometimes that's all you want, is an okay kind of read that you can shut off to and you don't have to think too much about it. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, adored this. This is Yuki Means Happiness by Alison Jean Lester. And this is about a nanny goes to look after a little girl, and then she thinks something's going on with the little girl, something bad's happening to the girl, and I thought it was a really good story. Raspberries on the Yangtze. This is by Karen Wallace, and it's about just kids. So it's kind of, it says on the back, Swallows and Amazons for the 21st Century. And Swallows and Amazons is a classic book, and it's about these children that just play together, and it's about their imaginary world and playing together. And from the film, I haven't read the book. And this is, again, it's just these children are playing, and it was just a lovely book. So there's that. I don't think there's any real drama that happens within it. I think it's about Nancy, who's down to earth, practical. Her main challenge in life is her elder brother, and it's about all these kids playing together and a coming of age story. I thought it was a nice book. I have Heat by Sally Emerson. Absolutely adored this. So these books I'm not going to read again, so I've got to think where to put them on here. I think I'm just going to put them here, so I'm not going to read them again. And then I've got 2 layers, so here are the books that I'm not going to read again, and then at the front I'll have books that maybe I am going to read again. Here I have some books that I bought up from the bottom that I'm going to put on my shelves. I think this shelf is nearly done, so I'm going to start on the next one. Got a long way, a lot of shelves to fill. Here are some more. So I have Cartwheel by Jennifer Dubos. This is really about the Amanda Knox situation, and did Amanda Knox do it or not. Amanda Knox, look up the true crime case. She was found not guilty, but some people think that she is still guilty of the crime. I found it a very interesting case, and I thought this was a fantastic book. I then have Disgrace by J.M. Coates. This is about a man whose daughter gets attacked on their farm in South Africa. Really fantastic, harrowing book though, but really well done. Let's see. Oh, I've just put like a tab on it, but I haven't highlighted anything. Why did I do that? Let's see if I've done the same here. I've just like tabbed the whole page, but haven't actually highlighted anything. Both those books are fantastic books. Put them up there. I then have this French cooking book, Cooking the French Way, and it has loads of traditional French recipes within it. I have The Reluctant Fundamentalist. Absolutely love this. This is by Mohsin Hamid, and I really want to read more from him. The Reluctant Fundamentalist is about a Pakistani man, and the way it's written is as if you're in Pakistan, you've gone to this cafe, and then this man just starts talking to you, and he's a stranger, and it's very direct. So it starts with, "Excuse me, sir, but may I be of assistance? Ah, I see I have alarmed you. Do not be frightened by my beard. I am a lover of America." And he's talking directly to you in the cafe and telling you, like, try this, and this is great, and don't be afraid of this person, and this Pakistan's very different from America, don't be alarmed. I once went to America. And he talks about his journey to America and what happened when he was there, and he thought it was going to be this fantastic kind of American dream, and it wasn't. And he tells you everything that went wrong in his life, and then while he's telling you about what went wrong in his life, it's conversational. So then he'll go, the waiter is here, well, let's order a drink. And it is so well written, it's amazing. I absolutely need to reread this. Absolutely adored it. I'm going to put it there for a reread. I'll put the French cooking book up there. I then have Bedknobs and Broomsticks by Mary Norton. It's about a load of kids get evacuated, and they go and live in the countryside with this woman who they find out is a witch, and it is so good. It is absolutely fantastic. Let me show you some of the illustrations in my edition. It is so cool. At first they just think she's a bit strange, and then they find out she has this magic bed, and you can turn the bed knob on the bed, so this bit here, and it takes you to different places, but wherever you want to go. So you just picture where you want to go, you turn the bed knob, and it takes you there, and it is such a great book. Absolutely adored it. I then have one of my favourite books that I've spoken about so much on the channel, Mary Poppins by P.R. Travers. This is the first book. It's actually a series, but I adore it. So I'm going to end the video here, because you might be able to hear my phone's going off, so I have to go. But I hope you enjoyed this bookshelf video, and I'll see you again soon for another one. One last thing, can we just appreciate the Christmas cactus one more time? So lovely, so beautiful. I cannot recommend getting a Christmas cactus enough. It's so, and also very low maintenance. So the rest of the year when she doesn't have these buds, she just has these green cactus bits. Very low maintenance, doesn't need a lot of water. Absolutely love her. So I'm going to end on this beautiful flower. Thanks for watching.